what's up, dudes? HW here. A couple weeks ago, I did a video called How to Be a Better Worship Guitar Player. And in that video, I basically break down kind of how I think about serving a song, what it means to serve the song. I shared sort of my ethos there about what I think about lead guitar playing. There's going to be a lot of people who say, look, this isn't about you. You don't want to be too flashy. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. I'm not one of them. I believe you should play your absolute most awesome, best thing you can play on the guitar. Just tear it up. Give it your best. He gave himself. He gave his absolute best, his only begotten son. And I don't think he did it so that you could stand there and, give a half-effort guitar solo. So I ain't doing it. I'm always going to put together the best thing I can play. And if I learned a new lick last week, it's going to be an offering to Jesus. That's just my conviction. That's just where I'm at. But really, my heart is like, every lick belongs to Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I'm going to start playing on the guitar that I don't think is for him, because I owe him everything. That's really the thing. That's really the thing behind it. So any new lick I learn, I'm going to try to work it in. So that's exactly what I did this week. Here's the lick I learned. Slowing it down. The reason I like this lick is, you've got your position here in your pentatonic sort of, right? You've got that D flat kind of, that position that we all know. You slide up here and you get to something called like the BB box, At least I call it the BB box. Maybe somebody calls it something else. And the thing about this is, it's easy to keep your fingers in this position. But if you remember on the guitar, we actually have this available. Like, we don't have to just think about it like a box that ends right here. We actually have a symmetrical, larger rectangle here. Right? We've got... Anyway, so I like this lick because I think it's melodic, right? And I just wanted to work it in. So we took this song, God Who Moves the Mountains. And this song was written by some people in my church kind of back in the day. And I think Jackie Velasquez ended up cutting it. I don't know. It's not a very popular song, and we hadn't done it in years. But we did it this weekend, and there's a melody line on the thing, and it kind of goes like this. Oh. So that's like kind of the part of the song I can't ignore, right? That's the lead part of the song that I think is like the most melodic. And so I want to leave that in, but I want to work this riff in. And so here's how I did it. Okay, so I thought that was pretty tasteful. I mean, I think that's appropriate, and I enjoyed challenging myself. And when I first played that riff in practice, I got the look back from our worship leader, our worship pastor, kind of gave me the little like, hey, look at you, right? And that felt good. There's another spot in this song where there's another big solo part. Like, there's two of them. The song basically just does the chorus and then into the lead part, and then it does it again. And so the second time I wanted to switch it up, and here's a variation of what you could play the second time or what you could play instead. Okay, so to me, those are both very like usable. I don't think that's too much over the top. You know, at that second one, obviously I double the riff there, right? But it's just about me going, okay, I'm gonna learn something new. I'm gonna challenge myself on the guitar, and it doesn't completely transform my playing overnight. It doesn't completely transform the type of guitar player I am. But what it does is it gives you one more tool to use, right? It gives you one more technique, one more lick, one more way to think about something, one more unlock. And I think that if you want to become a better worship musician, and you want to sort of, you really want to live out the idea that, like, you know, it's all for Jesus, right? Every lick belongs to Jesus. Which I think is a great way to put it. Like, I think that's a fantastic sort of like, I like that. It's much more musically rewarding and educational for yourself if when you take that thing you've learned and actually try to apply it. Try to apply it around a song you already know, that you understand, because you can see how it just plugs in, how you can just take that lick, put it in where you want it. And, you know, at the end of that lick, I have to add a couple notes to get to like the 6 minor, right? Because I have to land the plane somehow. And that's where I think you really end up working in these new things you learn into your repertoire, where they become part of your voice, part of your vocabulary on the guitar. And in that way, when that pushing of yourself and that sort of the practice, it brings together what is worship guitar practice and what is just guitar practice. Because when you give every lick that you learn, every technique, when you give it to Jesus, it's all one thing, because it's really all one thing, right? It's really all one thing. He's the subject. He's the main character. I'm just one of the background. I'm one of the extras.